since then constantly been upgrading. So now close to 580 customers are using our software in Karnataka, 7 other states and 7 countries worldwide. Thank you very much, you for being our customers, many of you being our customers, as well as the ones who have been giving constant feedback, because your feedback is the one that drives the innovation in the software. So definitely the improvements in the software can come from our own imagination, but that is not a substitute to your feedback at all. So only your feedback can make the software better and better, and in turn you get those benefits. Okay. Let's go deep dive into just this one portion, membership module in Easylib. Okay. So what all we are going to cover today? So what type of member? Basically, a member is a member of a library, or your student, or somebody who is using your library. It can be called as a patron in some cases, students in another cases, staff in another cases, or your employees. So it all varies based on which type of population. So then we are going to cover the source of the master member data, because the member data is like a master repository of the member information. How we will get the data, we'll cover in the next few slides. Then other terms we'll cover is membership validity. What happens if the student goes out of the college? Is there any membership? What are the parameters that we'll set for each member in the circulation and so on? Okay. And then we will also go over how to categorize different members. You've got about 2,000 students in your college, maybe about 150 staff. So the students are in the different degrees and different categories. Yes?
So can you just increase the volume? It is not audible to many people.
Is it better? Is it better?
No, sir. It's the same.
What about now? Can you all hear me? Is it better?
Yes, sir, but there's some background
I
noise.
think, can you mute everybody else just in case?
So everyone is muted, sir. There is some background disturbance.
Switch off the phone in, sorry, the fan in case that is. Is it better? Priya?
Sir, but still your voice is low, sir.
Any better now? Is it better?
Yes, sir, it's far better.
Hello?
Yes, sir, it's far better.
Okay, but I am not able to hear now. So anyway, let me cover this as is. So basically, where were we? Was there different types of members? Priya, you can tell me if there is any issue, okay, on the audio.
Okay.
So now we were going over the membership parameters. We'll cover in the circulation. How do you set the membership parameters? Then categories of the different members. We'll go over bulk update of the members. How do you update in bulk? You know, if you have got 2,000 students, if you need to move all of them to a certain department, you don't have to do one by one. How can we do that? We'll see the application demo. We'll also see the how to print the member ID cards. So the ID cards that you can give to the students, and if you want, you can use it for entire college as well. Okay, then customized reports we are going to cover. So a lot of features in that. Fine reports, how much fine is paid by each student, and one of the issues related to the photo upload, right? Do you have to upload photo of each member, or can you do it in bulk? We'll cover that as well. Some of the reports, then personalization, usage statistics, and then the login when the members login. We'll see the demo as well. Okay. Now let's go to the first one: types of members. So by default, for most of the colleges, right, all the students are members. Okay, so students need to automatically the students become a member if they have got the admission in the college. Okay, now let's go to the second type of members. So here, not all students will be the member, but they have to register by themselves. So that is the second category. And some cases there could be a payment involved, and there could be a temporary member. So you have a research scholar who is going to work with you for about, let's say, 1 or 2 months. He's not a regular student, but only for 2 or 3 months you are going to give him the access. That's a temporary member. Interlibrary loan member, you need to send a book of which is in your library to another library. So how you are going to create the membership?
Okay, then the major category is alumni students. Are you going to give access to your library to your alumni? We'll cover that as well, how to do that. Okay, then guest members for lifelong access, that's another category. So these are all the different types of the members you have got, and with a little bit modification in the member parameter, more or less you will be able to achieve quite a few of these. Okay, then let's see. So where do you get the member data? So earlier, you know, about when we started Easylib, right? At that time, most of the member data was fed manually. So you were always entering one by one. Now, as more and more colleges automate, right? In case you have got another ERP software for maintaining admissions, attendance, student information, at that time there is a simple import facility that we have in Easylib that I'm going to show you. Okay, that is the second method wherein import the file. And in case, you know, if you have got large number of students joining every day, or no, let's take the example of a company. Okay, you have about 20,000 employees, and then every day about 50-100 employees join. At that time, even importing manually may be avoided by setting the batch jobs. I'll show you that portion also, but that may not be applicable to many of your colleges. And the third one is real-time API-based data insertion. What it means is that suppose there is an employee database. The moment an employee joins that organization, automatically it will send a trigger to Easylib where the students, the employee's library ID also gets created. So that's a real-time API-based. API stands for Application Programming Interface. So three methods we can get the data, provided the college is already maintaining the master data. Okay. Now the second one, student self-registration. Obviously, there is another method. I'll show you the screen also. Then, in case your library itself is holding the master data of all the students, you need to replicate elsewhere. We have the export features. I'll show you. Again, there is an API calls or the batch jobs. Okay. So these things you want to become familiar with all these three things, especially that API and the batch job, because these are going to reduce your lot of effort. Okay. So if you don't know this, right, you end up entering all the data one by one. Okay. I'll show you that piece as well. Let's go into the real demo of the Easylib application. Just Srujan and Priya, can you reconfirm the voice is okay?
Yes, it's okay.
Okay, all right. So I'm going to log into Easylib application here. So you just type demo.easylib.net. Okay, I'm already logged in, so that's why it's not popping up this login screen. So in the Chrome, if I want to log in, okay, here also I have logged in. Let me close this. So basically, this is the window that you see over here. You just put your user ID, and each of your staff, library staff, gets a separate user ID. So now I am logged in as my user ID. Okay, awesome. All right. So now what we wanted to see, the membership module, right? So this is the librarian login. So simply menu, you click on menu, you will see all the modules in Easylib. This is completely driven, security driven. So some of your staff, you don't want to give the membership access, fine. You can just go to the security module and turn that off, saying that so-and-so profile will not have access to the particular module. Okay. So these are all your users in the library. These are all the different security. Okay, data entry staff doesn't have access apart from cataloging, and librarian has every access. So that way you modify it. So let's go back to the main modules. So these are a lot of the modules. We will have a separate demo for each of the module, and Priya has already published the webinar schedule. So today is the membership. Last 2 days back we had the circulation. Next week we have 3 interesting ones. So I'll just take a minute on that. So because one of them is going to be related to the data quality management, how we improve the data quality. Other one is going to be related to the web OPAC. Okay, how do we configure this entire application itself, right? This entire thing, how I am going to configure, that you are going to see. And the last one is going to the metrics. Okay, how do we measure the library performance using the balance scorecard, Six Sigma, and different, or your own metrics. You can call it as a doctor, you know, or through Dr. Ranganathan score that you can come up with. Okay, how do you measure that? That's going to be the that's on next Friday. I think many of you may appreciate that. This is something unique. Okay. Now going back over here, so I go here to the menu, and I am in the member module. I just click on the member module here. Okay. Simple thing. As soon as you see the membership module, right, you will see the list of all the students. Okay. Simply, you just see the complete list. Okay. If you want to search on somebody, okay, and let's say, for example, I want to see Rambabu. Just type Rambabu, all the Rambabus will be listed here. Okay, we happen that Mr. Rambabu is our favorite testing person, so 900 tests and all that we created. You just check, who all are the people in the mathematics department. You just search mathematics people will be listed here. Okay, so all right. So now you just click on this person. You will see his details, his photograph, what are the books borrowed, okay, and what are the books he has requested already. What are the books that he has shortlisted? What is the shortlist means is that a student wants to read a lot of books, but doesn't have time, right? He can simply shortlist the books that he want to read in future. So as a librarian, you have access to that. Then fine, okay, how much of the fine is related to? Suddenly he will come and tell you, sirs, I've got this SMS saying that I need to pay about 100 rupees to the library. Can you tell me how is it? You just go here and then show the screen. Then, so that way you don't have to log into another screen and then find it. You just go here to this particular members module. In the members module, you simply see the list of the members. Just click on the member ID, you will see all the details. Okay, here I am seeing Homi Bhabha. Here I am seeing Dr. Kalam, right? Okay, so here is called Girish. All right. So now title and all that thing, what fine. So feedback. So how do you make sure that your library students are happy? Your college students are happy, right? So one of the things is to get the constant feedback. So for that, there are two methods you can get the feedback. One of them is on the OPAC itself. Okay, when they go into the OPAC, the students, when they log into OPAC, right? So let me go here. Here at the bottom, library feedback. Sorry. When they log in, they'll see that link to provide the feedback. Okay, that feedback, whatever they have provided, is what you can see here. Okay, I think probably here in this case we have some feedback. Okay, so he has given all this feedback. You are seeing that. What you can do, you can look at it now. Anyway, you are logged in as a library member, right? You can look at this feedback. Go to, I'll show you how you can modify that feedback, view the response and all that. Here, basically, this is the screen for attending, looking at what the feedback is given from the student and what is the action taken. Okay, so all right. So what is the status of that? If there is any remark, you put it. What is the status? Nothing has been done, so it is null. So probably, it's an improvement, right? It should not show NULL. I know this Easylib 6.4 is continuously getting enhanced, and one of the things that we see is that the software, the moment it's released, may not be perfect, right? It may be 90%, then it gets 92, 94, 99. Okay, so more or less it's stable, but we do have this. As an end user, right? I don't like this null here. So what I can do, I can just go, if you find any of these things, and we ourselves are constantly changing the software to improvise, because today Easylib has got about 500 screens and about 25 models. It's a decent size application. So this particular error, if there is then I can just go here. So those who are attending first time, right, you will love this feature. So you just say here, what is member feedback? Do not display NULL if the feedback does not have any response. All right. This is the student login, right? Or the member login. Member portion. I'll just submit it. So over the time, right, we have been constantly improving. And it does happen that you will see once in a while these kind of issues. So, okay, all right. So now these are the feedback that you see. So there is one more feedback system. So in that, what you are going to do is you can send the feedback as per the, you can design a feedback. I'm going to cover that at the end of the session. We will not take too much time because on that we will not spend too much time because that itself is about 10 minutes activity. So, but Easylib provides ability to devise a questionnaire, send to the students, get the feedback and tabulate it, because that's going to be one of the most important inputs to make sure that you get a better NAC grade. All right, in-out history, how often the student has been coming, when did Mr. Sripal come to the library, what time he came, what time he went, all that data you can see. And circulation counts, how many times he can borrow. So this is the quick information about a specific member that we saw. Now let's go to the real entry of the members, right? As you see, there are three methods. One is the direct entry of the member. Here you can go and directly enter. And there is another screen to get the member self-entry data screen. You can simply put all the details here. Let's do that here. So Ramesh Kumar, all right. So Ravish we will call this time. So you choose one. Update. Anything that you want to put. Registration number, if he knows the registration, he can put it, otherwise no. Okay, you can put the branch where he is getting admission, what is the department, what is the occupation. Okay, admission number, if at all he remembers, he can put it. Okay. So you can put the photograph, he can upload his photograph. Okay, you put the address, then submit it. So now user ID 23. So Mr. Ravish writes, his number is 23. What he can do is you can keep this screen at the entrance of the library. Those who are not a member of the library and you want to specifically give the membership only to those people who come to the library. You can keep the screen and they'll come and log in and enter all the details. They'll come and say, sir, I have entered the details here. Can you give me a membership card? So at that time, what you go here, again go to the membership screen. Okay, so member entry screen here you'll see. So let's go here. He is going to be general student, right? So let me say this is the student. The last one is what? XYZ 106. So now I'll go 23, right? He tells, sir, my registration ID is 23. Now all these details came. Ravish, Kumar, Active, all those came. You remember that? So now let's make this as 107. Okay, automatically the password, initial password became 107. You put all the details, whatever you want to change anything that you want to put, all those things. Then you simply add, all these details have come, my phone number, father's name, everything has come, right? You simply add it. So something error we are doing, I don't know what we are doing error here. Okay. So now basically 107 gets added over here. Let's see, student, I put, select branch, I need to put that branch, course I put, okay, membership, I'll put registration number. Okay. 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 All right. All right. So let me check that. So now here in the screen, you add this. So maybe I should take a more stable system for the demonstration next time. So Priya, I think we will take that as a feedback. When we are showing the demo, right, we don't want to come across this testing related things. So as we speak, I will show you the changes that are happening. Right now, these are the enhancements that are going on over here. So there are total enhancements. The number of enhancements that are being worked on is 47 enhancements are being worked on. So new fields get added, new changes are done. So they are all in the different stages. This demo is one of those things. If I log into one of the client places, most likely that error will not be there already. Okay. So now let me go back here. So I am in this. So let me go to the student who is the first student here, right? So Mr. 6. So now added. The student is added. Here his first name, last name, and here are the different profiles. So why this profile is important is this profile determines how many books he can borrow. So you go to the circulation screen and then set the membership parameters. So let's go over here to the circulation. Okay. Here in the circulation, you set the system parameters. So if you say a student is eligible to borrow, okay, reference books are 3, he can keep for 6 days. General borrow books, he can keep, 5 books, just keep for 1 day. It's just a sample data. what all he can borrow and how many days he can keep is all entered over here. Okay, so now this is critical because it all depends on it all drives how many books he can borrow. If you think that a professor can borrow so many books, this is the place where you are going to set the parameters. How many books the professor can borrow? Nothing has been set up. Maybe there is a parameter for staff, or let's say SC student. There is a separate thing that you can set it up. It's all the test data, so it may not be fully set up, but you can set it up the way you want. Let's go to the member again. Okay, so now this is the prominence of profile. Then we saw the member type, then member ID. So now there is one member ID. If you want to, many times what happens is that you add the student as a library member the moment he gets admission to the college. But it may happen that the university gives that USN, university serial number, right? Only after 3 or 6 months. If you need to modify that, what you can do, let's say, for example, I'll pick up one particular member, 100. Okay, this is Ram Babu. Okay, all right, Ram Babu. So now, if you need to modify that, this particular member ID, right? Member ID itself, USN has been given differently. And at that time, you just go here. So let me modify, make sure that Ram Babu is in capitals, it's modified. So now I go here, modify member ID and profile. Now this is the 0000. So now university came up with, let's say 108, XYZ 108. This is his registration number. Student has always been, okay, this is the student. Okay, let's say everything else is same. So you just submit it. So now it's modified. Okay, now I go here. I just go back, 0020, 789, all those things are there. Now let's go and verify XYZ 108. He should be there now. Okay, so now Ram Babu, who was XYZ 100, right? It became XYZ 108. 100. 1, let's see if there is somebody. Okay, nobody is there. 100 is there. Not there. The reason, we have modified his membership to XYZ 108. So now Ram Babu is always referred as XYZ 108 over here. And all the books that in case he has borrowed in the temporary period, right, will all get modified. So all your history data of what books he has read, what books he has read, what books he has requested, circulation, everything remains same. Okay, everything is accessible as per XYZ. Only thing is that this password is still whatever password he has set it up. Okay, because you may have set it up as 100 as the password, right? But now he might have set some other password. That's why the password doesn't automatically change. Okay. So we covered how to update the membership ID profile. Now gender, date of birth, password that you put. Okay, the password he can change it when he log in himself also. So let's go in this site. We'll log in as a student. Okay, so. Or I could take XYZ, Mr. Ram Babu himself. Fine. So let me close other window. Just okay. So now Sripad is logged in, right? He wants to change his password. He can just go and modify the personal data. All those details he can change here. Okay, change password is over here. All right. Okay. So when we are logged in as Sripad, let's look at other things. You know, we already saw that, right? What books he has borrowed, books requested, and all that thing. A few more got added. So like personal digital library, I'll show you that later. Okay. Let's go back here. So we modified the member ID. All these other details are the subscription expiry date. This is one important date. So when the students get admission to your college, right? And he is going to be there for 4 years, based on the anticipated date of his passing out from the college, you set the expiry date. So software allows him to log in until that time. After that, it does not allow. Or, you know, it does not allow him to borrow the book. Automatically, you know, the moment you change it to another date, right? The old date, the status gets modified, or you can manually modify that state. There are quite a few cases where you want to suspend, even though the expiry date is much later, but because he has not been borrowing the books, or he has borrowed the books but not returned on time, so you may want to suspend it. So these two fields, you can interchangeably use it. Okay, his phone number, occupation, father, all those things. Mobile. This is one important thing because software is already integrated with the SMS and email gateway. So whatever the mobile number you put, right, is going to be used for sending the SMS in the circulation. I'll just will not take too much time, but I'll just show you how you can enable the SMS in the circulation. If you have already enabled it, you can just go the circulation listing and see the list of the people who have borrowed the book. Okay. Then if you want to send a reminder to this gentleman, SMS to selected and choose this, and then click on SMS, this send SMS, SMS will go. Okay, already everything is integrated. Both email is in another screen. This is only the SMS part. Of course, you need to remember SMS will get charged. Okay, all right. Email to certain limit will not get charged, but after the certain the threshold, that will also have some 2 paisa, 3 paisa per email. So that's going to be there. Okay, so now we saw the significance of this mobile. Okay, then email ID. Again, this email ID, right? Again, you go here to the user. There is a particular screen, member due report. Somewhere what you can do is you can send the reminder to the students by email. Okay, choose this thing, and then there is another feature. Probably not here. We'll go in that circulation screen. When we cover the circulation, we are going to cover that particular portion where you can send the email. So here you can see all the SMS that you have sent in that date range. Okay, and nothing has been sent, so that's why nothing is coming over here. If I take a long period, it can probably come. Okay, so all these SMS have been sent. Sample, member ID 001. So, okay. Now let's go back over here. Email, city, pin, Karnataka. This one we saw, studying Karnataka, all that thing. So probably we covered most of it. So there is a student image. I can just go here and upload my photograph over here. Okay, so that's how this Home Baba photo has been uploaded. All right. So this one. Now, see these 4 screens, right? These are newly added screens. So the colleges which want to go for upgrade to Easylib campus ERP, which is under development, it's also being used on a trial basis at 3 colleges. I will not disclose the name until the trial is over and then they give a go ahead. But definitely it's being used on a trial basis at 3 colleges. One of them a government one, a couple of them small private ones. Okay. All right. So next, so member data sheet. What does it mean? So you have got, let's just do a sample. So now say 000, 001, I'll choose 100. So these are all the people within this range. If you want to modify the department for all these things, people, right? Just go here, department, just change to what department they belong to. Please just update. Successfully updated. So all of these students will get automatically go into the English department. Now, if I go to, see now department became English. So now if I go over here, right? If Mr. 006, if I go here, probably he was in another department. Now he's in the English department. So like that, you can also modify the address for everybody. Those who are staying in hostel, right? If you want to modify that so-and-so XYZ hostel, you can do that, right? So some of these things, if in case you want to do it in a bulk, definitely it will help. Obviously, if there are 100 students who have got the same blood group, you update it. So, another important thing is this, the expiry date, right? Subscription expiry date. So what you can do is the real benefit where you will get is, so there, if you go to circulation screen, because this membership and circulation work hand in hand. So I am going to go to the member due list screen, and or otherwise the circulation listing. I will go find out all the current circulation which are past due. Okay. All the students have got the past due. Okay, you just want to suspend all of these students so that they would not be able to borrow the book until they return the existing book. At that time, what you do is you just go here, take an Excel report of all this. Okay, simply take the Excel report. This came up. Okay, let it open. This Excel report came. Okay, all these people, I think probably this is another Excel. Let's say current circulation report, all this report, right? So I'll just delete this data, delete, and you have only the member IDs here. What you can do, you can just go over here, import this members into this. Let's see here. So this is the circulation. You got the list of all the students whose membership had expired, or rather who had the past due books. You want to mark them as either, let's say the status is suspended. Okay, you just go here, import that file. Let me clear everybody here. Just to choose that particular file where the data is. Priya, can you send me a sample small file if you don't mind? Okay. I don't want to take the large one. Just send it by email. I'll upload it. Okay. So just to choose that file, and all that data will come over here. You just choose and say that, okay, the status of all of those things you are going to update it, saying that suspended.
Hello, sir, it has been sent to the mail.
Okay, let me check that. All right. Just send it by email, not on the Teams, because I just don't want to.
Hi, sir, it has been sent to the mail.
Excel sheet. Okay, fine. Oh, okay. This is for the import of the data. All right.
The ID has been changed, sir, so you can export directly.
Okay, fine. All right. Okay, so what you can do is, or otherwise, rather we can just build a small one, or simply let me put it this way. All this will get added here. So, oh, I'm changing what am I doing? So nobody is there. I think that's probably because that person I moved out, right? So okay. So just you want to change the status of these people to state. You want to put as Karnataka. Just change it, modify. Everybody gets updated. So okay. So this was the simple bulk modification for all the students. There is now coming to member import. How do you do the member import? See, one option that we saw was that students could do the self entry. Okay, so there we went and added that particular student who can do the entry, and then you let's see, what was that screen? Members. The one option was that you have the self entry screen here. The other option is you get the data from the campus ERP. Okay, so they will give the data, you import that particular data. So Priya, these all members IDs are different. I can take this.
It has been already changed, sir. I've changed it.
Okay, fine. All right. So demo.csv, right? So I have to change this. So let me save this demo.save as. I'll save it as the demo.csv. Read from file.
So the PPT is gone.
What's come there? What is it?
Presentation mode.
Can't hear you. Oh, presentation has gone.
Presentation mode is gone.
We have 71 members. That's good to see a lot of you. I think Mr. Bharat Kanta is presenting, so I'm going to present again. Or I'm going to resume the presentation. Okay, are you able to see now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so what you would do is you just take this file, import that particular file over here. All of that is listed. Then what you can do is you can map those fields. You have to map those fields saying that, okay, which field is academic here, which field is address, which field is member type and all that. So once you do, all those students will get created as a member in our database. Okay, so this is a good involved activity because imagine this, there are about 50 fields over here. Okay, so what we recommend you is just to do it with 1 or 2 fields. Okay, so if I were to do this, probably it will take about an hour or 2 or 3 hours to complete this whole thing. So I can show you separately. So what you do is just import it, and with 1 or 2, make sure that you become familiar. Then you import in bulk. As long as you have the data in this format, right? Membership XLS format. So this is the format that you can. Sorry, where is that? This is the template that we would like. Okay, so maybe if you want, we can just do XYZ 110. I'll do it. Okay, I'll save this. save this as save as temp to desktop. Yeah, I'll have to do, okay, fine. So temp to already we had created one file. So this is all, everything is loaded here. So then next step is what is C0, what is C1, what is C2. You have to map all these things. So C0 means this is the member ID, what you want to give. Member ID, you put it. Okay. Then you just add it here, say okay. Then C1 is, oh, we have imported that book. All right. C1 is suppose this is the student name. You just add it here. Like this, you have to do this exercise for everybody. Then say save. This entire import may take about 1 to 2 hours. But if you are importing about, let's say, 2,000 students, right, it will save the days of effort. So, all right. So this is the member import. Now coming to the member document. If you want to add any member document, this is a new feature that we have got. Simply go and add this member document. If you want to come up with some, so just choose what is the membership. Okay. 108, and what is the member name? Rambabu came. You choose what is the certificate, mark sheet, income certificate, or it could be a library due reminder, anything that you choose it. And you know, it's a PDF and whatever. You choose the file, you know, upload this file. So all of these certificates, right, that you are seeing, all of it is downloaded using the software itself. Already we have uploaded 742 certificates. Say, for example, Rajeshri, right? She is one of the library members at SDM College. So 30131. So when she logs in, she will be able to see this My Documents. Okay. All right. Now coming to the customized report. What is this customized report? It means is that basically you can take the report in any condition. So just give me the list of all the students whose membership is, let's say, active. I can just go here, choose that list. All the active members are listed here. In that, let's say, give me whose expiry date, if I want. Let me try it out. Okay, whose membership is going to expire in, let's say, already expired. Let's say 2019 till now. Let's see if there is any data. Okay, so nobody. Nobody. All right. I think we have just made them a long time, or already they are expired a long time. So maybe take some other condition. So I can just put it as just give me for blood group if I want, or gender, last name, anything, you know, just choose whatever condition that you want and you take this. Let's put a simpler condition. Karnataka, I'll put. Okay, these are the students from the Karnataka, 2,800. All right. So now, if you want to take the report out of these students, right, just say HTML report. You can simply click, all that HTML report will come, all the students list. Okay. So if you need to file it, send to somebody as HTML, you can do that. Oh, what did I do? Sorry, I closed it. So, menu, members. Members are customized report, right? So we had chosen the status as active, state Karnataka. Okay. Oh, a lot of them. I'll choose status as active. I can do that, and it became a shorter list. Or if I want in the range, just I'll put a member ID range. Member ID range for our testing purpose, I'll say 00001 till 000100. I'll put it. Much smaller list. Okay. So now if I want to take this report, right, I can just do a HTML report or refresh data. Refresh data, basically it's This is a technologically, this is a technical term. It's applicable only when you have large amount of data getting added every day, okay, every hour, something like that. You don't have to use it. Show hide column, basically it helps you see large amount of data on one screen like this. Then if I want to print it, say Excel, I can choose what all the fields that I want. I want member ID, first name, last name, address 1, address 2, whatever you wish. You take this data, and if you want to know the course and branch should be in the beginning, you can do that, or profile. So profile, if you want in the beginning, you can do that. All right. If you want to sort it by profile, you do that. Here you give a customized, something like that, and say export. You get that report here. If I go here, okay. So this 5-6 students report is over here. Okay. All right. Feel free to post the questions. As you have the questions, feel free to post the questions. So, okay. So now this is the customized report that you can see. Again, you have the option of taking the text report as well. Simple text report. I just want a text report of everything in a comma separated file because I want to do further analysis or do something. This all comes in the text report. Text report basically this is like this. You can open in any software that you wish. You just say that, okay, in a word wrap you remove, it becomes all in one row. Okay, now let me go here. The customized report, we saw that. Now comes the member search. Again, you can definitely search by different criteria. If you can put, okay, show me the list of all the members, you just click on the support, search here. Everybody is shown. If I want only the students, comes over here. Okay, only the students are listed here. I am interested only in, let's say, Sripad. Okay, it's expecting the full Sripad Kumar name. Okay, all right. If you are interested in, okay, show me the students who are in the basic science, chemistry, you can choose this. Those students are, nobody is there, all right. So whatever is the data, it's going to show you over here. If there is a good data is shown. If there is a bad data is shown here. So for our simple testing purpose, we'll just want to take again the student data, right? So this is I put a first year here. So all right, I'll just better clear everything and then take this report. Okay. So I want to take this student data. So you get member ID, profile, first name, last name, course, branch, and all that. And if you want to export, we recommend that you go to the customized report and take the export. If you want a quick check on these, by different conditions, you can get it over here itself. BBM first semester, course BBM first semester. Less number of students here. That's it. Okay, fine modification. I'll skip that for now because that's a part of the circulation and leave that for now. So member summary. This is one interesting screen. It basically gives you how many members you have got in the library. How many assistant professors, how many membership expired, how many membership suspended. This is a simple report. Members promotion, right? This is an interesting screen because, every year, let's say BBM first year I go. All of these BBM first year students, right? First semester, I see this whole students. I want to promote some of them to the next course branch. What I can do is I can choose whoever have passed the examination. Just choose this. Okay. Test 23 onwards, right? I can just go here. Now they are all BBM. Okay. Instead of first year, okay, there is only first semester. Let's say I'll promote them to, there is a MBA is there, nothing is there. So that disadvantage is the test data. So, if I've got this, you just say promote. All of these students will go to the other side here. Okay. As simple as that, Oh, those have already gone now. I don't see them here anymore. And all of them got added to this side here. Okay. So that is how you promote all the students the next year. Then this ID card, right? This is one thing that very customizable. So you can go here if you want to print the ID card for some of those students. This entire customizable, the customization is provided in Easylib. So I go here, different formats I can have. Format 000, 001, generate cards. Now see this. So this one, right? Easylib Software Private Limited, this photograph is all these things completely customized in Easylib itself. What you can do is, this is a setup ID card. You go here, this is the student ID card format one, vertical format for student. Okay, so now when I click on enter, all this data comes here. So again, this is a little bit more than what I can cover in the webinar now, but definitely you can change this. So now let's do one thing. Webinar form, I'll say save it as a vertical format. Student 2, I'll say this format. Okay, student 2, I'll save it. I'll add this. Now added this, and let's modify something over here. Okay, instead of Easylib Software Private Limited, I'll say our college Bengaluru. Okay, let's see where else it is coming there. Here, our college Bengaluru. Here is the principal. You want to say librarian. You want to say, you can do that. There is our college Bengaluru. I'm changing all the places wherever there is a Easylib here. So now I'll say modify this. Okay, so now this is the vertical format ID student 2, right? Now let me go over here. Vertical format student 2. So I'll again choose this 001 to 006. Let's see here. So we can see this, our college Bengaluru, right? So it was earlier principal. Somewhere else I think we have put a double thing in the while setting it up. So that's why the principal is getting overlapped with librarian. So you have to go to that particular field and delete it. It's all completely customized. You can play around. You know, if you want to put the library rules, different rules, no problem. You can put it. Or simplest thing is if you want to put this as an image, right? You can upload it as an image. The entire back sheet you can put it as an image over here. Here also you can put the different image. Recently we designed one barcode, one ID card. Let's see whether it's over here. This one horizontal card we designed. Let me see if I have format. Okay, I'm just, let's say training certificate, let's take it out. Okay, this one. So all of you who attended the training, right? This is how we can generate the training certificate in Easylib itself. Look at this, the whole thing. So one more enhancement is coming up. This one is in a small cases, we should be able to modify the font size also. Okay, this entire thing is already customized, but this except that font thing was not there. So we have put that request, and then you can modify and you'll be able to get the certificate as you desire. All right. So that was the ID card. So now let me go here again, members. So we saw setup ID card, we saw generate ID card, we saw. Now this bulk photo upload. So this is again another very involved activity I can say, because if you want in the member screen, right, updating one by one is easy. Okay, you just go here, choose the student. Okay, the first student comes in the list. You just want to change. Okay, this is the new photo. You go and put photograph, choose the photograph and upload. That's it. It goes and gets uploaded over there. But now imagine you have 1,000 students who have given all photograph, right? At that time, this screen will be of help. Bulk photo upload. Okay. Again, these are all bulk import, the photo upgrade. That's a good 3 to 4 hours, sometime 8 hours activity. But they are designed to save you few days of effort. Just you want to make sure that each photo is about less than 100 KB, even though we allow up to 5 MB. All right, and this was the last one, member entry screen that we saw. So let's see. So the other part that we want to see, we already saw the login as when the student has logged in. Where all this member has influence, you can see. One is in the circulation. So whatever the photograph you have put there, right, is going to show over here. The good photo you put there, it will show over here in the circulation itself. And all the parameters like whether, what is the fine to be charged, how many days he can borrow the book, how many days he can keep, whether can he reserve the book, everything is controlled in the parameters. Okay. Then this, as I said earlier, the circulation screen and membership are closely interlinked. And then you want to make sure that the quality of the data for the membership is as thorough as possible, because if there is some error, it is going to have repercussion everywhere. And we are going to have a separate session just for the data quality management separately. Okay. So I think that's about it. I covered most of the items. Let's see if there is anything else that I wanted to cover, but I could not. We saw this, we saw the source, we saw the validity, membership fee we saw, parameters we saw, categorizing we saw, bulk upload of members we saw, demo we saw, printed ID cards, customized reports we saw, find reports. Okay, the find reports I'll show you. Okay, bulk photo upload we did it, member reports we took it, personalization. Okay, I'll show in the personalization part. Okay, usage statistics and member login demo also we saw that. So I'm going to cover this find report, right? Find report, again you go here. In the circulation module, you will be able to see the fine report. How much is the fine that is due for each student? If you go to member due list, right? So there is a screen called member due list. So this screen shows you what is the accumulated fine for each of the students here. Okay, what it means is that Mr. Sripal borrowed this particular accession number book. He already returned it. So that's why it's a past fine, and 32 rupees is still pending. And this particular book, it is still with him and it has already accumulated 38 rupees fine. So this is the fine report. Okay, now the last part, that usage statistics, right? If you want to see how often Sripad has been logging into the library website, OPAC, all that thing, that you can see either in the circulation module or in the in-out management. Okay, in-out management tells how often he is coming, he is going, and all that thing that you can see here. And let's see here. So visitor in-out statistics. This one we are seeing, okay, how many students have come, gone, and all that thing. Okay. So this is simple, who are all still in the library. Nobody is there in the library. Statistical report, if you want to, okay, give me just the list of all the members who have come to the library in the last 1 month. You see the list of the people here. Okay. So what you can do is, if you want to see whether Mr. Rashikar visited the library in this year or not, you just go here, choose that one particular year and date range. Okay. It's a list. All the students who have come over here is listed. You just go here and search his name. That's it. It will tell, okay, how often he came. Okay. So, all right. Now, whether so this is the last one, is whether he has logged into OPAC or not. That's what you can see here. So everybody sometimes logs into Easylib, right? An entry is made even for the students.
Hello.
Also. Student name. Yes,
Hello,
Priya?
sir. So PPT is not visible.
Okay, so all right. So somebody else is sharing the screen, so I'll resume it. Okay, all right. Hope this is visible now.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So now this screen is the one which tells how often the students have been coming to the library. What you do is you just go and put the student ID, whoever is the ID, right? Then you can see whether he has been coming or not. 73127. Okay, you just see, okay, so this student, how often the student has been, this particular user has logged in 2 times and did not log out. That's why it's showing as null. Okay, and the student has only access to this only OPAC. So any other subsystem, it's showing as null. Okay. Otherwise, when a library user logs in, it will tell you what modules they are also logging in over there. Okay. So, all right. So that is the statistics we saw. Then I think we pretty much covered all the items. So open to questions. Thank you very much. So we have got how many people? Let me see. Yeah, about 70 people. Relatively, this is a smaller module. The circulation, I think, was a pretty big one, and we had it took a lot of time even when we were covering the cataloging as well. Let's take questions, Priya. How many questions we have?
Hello.
Yes, Priya.
Yes, sir. There are some questions. While importing the file, it should be in CSV itself.
Okay, correct, right. So I thought that we had that file, correct. We have, earlier we used to only allow CSV, now we are allowing Excel, XLX and CSV as well. Okay, but definitely CSV is a safer option. Okay, can I go to the next question? Hello sir, here question is, when we are creating the library membership account, we give particularly membership, no number same, we can use it membership parameter. So this one, Praveen, can you speak up and ask the question? Unmute yourself and ask. Here question is, when we are creating the library membership account, we give particularly the membership parameter. Okay. So what we recommend is that membership parameter can be given at a group level, not individually. So if you think that there are certain students who need to be given special privileges, what you do is you create a special category. Okay, you can call it as a general students or like a special student or extraordinary students or somebody who is working on a research proposal. So general students can borrow about, let's say, 5 books, and the research students can borrow about 20 books. All right. So at that time, you create that particular parameter, particular category, move all those students to that particular category, and then set it up. All right. I think I need to. Okay. So yeah. So the answer is that you create a category and then move the students to that category. So as per my observation, the reports generation takes a lot of time, more than 60,000 books in 4.4 version. Any improvement? Yes, thank you, madam, for asking this question. I know that we have observed in Easylib 4.4, the reports are taking a lot of time. The reason for that is that Easylib 4.4 was optimized for Windows 2003. Okay. Since then, Microsoft has stopped Visual Basic 6.0. So we are not able to, easily do a lot of changes and all that thing. So the entire technology itself is not having a lot of programmers and all that. So there's a little difficult to do any changes to Easylib 4.4 right now. But on the other hand, 6.2 is pretty fast. So we can go over here. Here, one example, right? We wanted to take the membership report. Simple members. I just go to the circulation. I customize report. Simply let me choose all the students here. Okay. The member type, the profile, right? So what are the type of the member? Something like that we took. Or let's take the simple academic here. One academic here. Let me check if there are any students. Okay. Nobody. All right. Okay, nobody. Let's see here. Member type, I'll see. Member ID, department, let's take. Let me pick up something that has got large amount of data, right? So Karnataka, I'll choose. Yeah, we'll see a lot of students here. Okay, so now you can observe this, how much time it will take this. I'll say print Excel. And I'll choose, let's say, for simplicity purpose, I'll choose all and export. You can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 seconds, we have got this report now. How many? 17,000 students here, right? There's a sample data. So to answer your question, definitely yes, the newer version is much, much faster.
Yes, sir. Yes, thank you.
Member ID, can we generate in bulk or should we create separately? Member ID, whether provisions for mass update. Okay, members ID can we generate in bulk? So, madam, what we suggest is if you want to generate in bulk, right, you can probably come up with your own membership. You just take this one of the sample files that has got a lot of data, and in the same format, you keep giving the membership. Let's say your new students are 2020 20 admission, and they're all beginning with, let's say, BCA 001. Okay, then you want to give it and just keep on changing it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and put the names. You upload this file. So
yes.
that
the format
that way
as you suggested.
Yes, madam.
The format as you suggested, we have to keep the data ready.
Correct. You just keep the
correct, sir. Okay,
right.
okay.
Only one
but
issue
there
that
is
I
a provision.
see that Yes, madam.
No, there is a provision for us to update
Correct.
the entire data.
Upload.
Correct,
At a
no?
time, you can upload.
Okay.
The software can support a huge amount, but we recommend limit it to about 1,000 students at a time.
What about the image also, sir? 1,000 number wise, if we keep ready, can we upload?
Correct. Exactly. What you do is for the student images, right? You just let's see here. There is that particular field. You let's say you add one particular field here, image name. Okay. You add image name, and here. So let's say this member ID is there, right? Member ID. Just make sure that you choose the image name as. Let's see here. So image name like this and .jpg I choose. Just make sure that every image name is following the same naming. Okay, their member ID and image name should be nearly the same or something which is unique.
Member ID and name. Okay.
Correct. This member ID, right? Their member ID 2020 BCA 001. So most likely there is no other member ID with this name. So you want to make sure that image name is also 2020 BCA 001.jpg. Okay. So what we do is one time while importing you upload this file. Then another time what you can do is you have to open a ticket for that. We will help you. Put all the photos in a particular folder and then we will help move that folder from your local system to Easylib server. So the moment it is done, automatically all the photographs will start showing in the circulation as well as when they log in also. Yeah, that answers your question, madam?
Yes.
Okay, fine. Whether provided there for mass update. So definitely mass update facility is there provided you want to move all the members to, let's say, from 001, BCA 001 to all of them you want to put it into computer science department. Okay, so department, you just want to move it to computer science, it's possible. But if you want to move somebody to computer science, somebody information science, another one, right? Then mechanical, another one. So then like this, right?
Make it presentation mode, sir.
Yeah.
Please make it presentation mode. Yeah.
Okay, sure. Resume somebody. All right. Okay. Can you see now? Yes, madam. Can you see, madam?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sir.
So what you need to do is here in this case, right? Suppose you want to update this data. So now you have the member ID and then you want to put all those in a different department, right? For this purpose, what you have to do is sort it out. There is a little bit roundabout work. So basically you sort this data.
Sort. Yeah.
Oh, no, I think what did I do? Okay, so these three I put it. Let me put that. Okay. So now I just take this, sort it in ascending order. Okay, two computers. So what you do is import only these two one time into this screen. So where were we? We were in this members, right? Member data sheet, mass updates. You choose those two members or import that particular file. Okay, that has got only these two members and choose the department as computers. Then it will update that. So then again you need to repeat the same process for these two students. Yeah. We were also thinking about another enhancement where you can upload this entire file as is itself. So this particular file, so you build an Excel and importing it first time is fine. But if you want to update it, that is the other method is the one that you need to follow. Okay. Maybe we can come back again. Whether provision for mass update, okay, we covered. PPT screen is visible only, sir, not moving. So hopefully now it is okay. Can we restrict the maximum and minimum number of books issued to a particular user if there is a demand by the user? Yeah. So this is again driven by the category. So if you think that certain students are borrowing, you want to give more books, you move them to a different category, a different profile. That is the only way you can do that right now.
But that may be problem, sir. that may be problem. In the general category only, we need to, there should be provision for us to modify the parameter for that
I got
particular
it.
user. Can't we do
Yeah.
that?
So for that purpose, what we are telling is you can do that in the given in the special circulation, overnight circulation here. Overnight internal circulation, or this is also called a special circulation. You can
No,
right,
sometimes what, so sometimes what happens, even the faculty members also, if we restrict them to take 10 books, they may require 15. So for that particular teacher, can't we do anything, sir? Can't we change the parameter?
Yes. What you would do is, we are going to rename this screen as a overnight circulation to special circulation. So let's say this gentleman has already borrowed so many books. Okay, you want to give 10 more books. So 0006. Sorry, this is the book I put it. So this is the member. Okay, so this he has borrowed already 2 books. Suppose only 2 books he can borrow. So now you want to give 1 more book. Okay, you want to give this book. So now what you can do, and you want to give it till a certain date. For till next year you want to give it until his courses are over. So you just go here and say issue. That's it.
Will it add in the 10 books, sir? 10 plus 2 it will come? Together will it come, or it shows separately?
It will show as if he has borrowed that book. It becomes a regular circulation. Yeah.
Regular
So it's
circulation only.
sorry, it will call it as a special circulation, but it will be visible everywhere.
It will be visible.
So now
10 plus 2 together.
Yeah. So this student, let's say student is authorized to borrow only 2 books. Now we are issuing the 3rd book also here.
Yes.
And if you want to issue another issue, just keep issuing. Okay, issued. I'm just running it so that we'll exhaust the parameter set. Okay, so now, okay, this book is not there.
Sir, my suggestion to you is instead of doing so many other things, can't we modify the particular, the parameter for the particular student or the staff?
Yeah, that's it will have to be an
Better, sir.
enhancement actually.
That
So
is
right
better,
now,
sir, if we do so.
got it. I think it will be an enhancement recommendation. You'll have to take it. So right now, a lot of colleges were managing this with this itself, because this happens quite rarely. So they just keep issuing under special circulation, put their own date. So that way you are you just what you have to do is, instead of going into the regular circulation screen, right? This screen, it will prevent the student from borrowing more than. So now if I try to borrow this book, right?
Yeah.
So 006, he has already borrowed this book. Now 8 books he has borrowed. So now if I try to issue the books, it already says he has borrowed maximum number of books.
Yes, that's
okay.
right.
The same book, if I go here, right, in the special circulation, 21,000, 000006. Okay, so now I can issue it.
Yes.
Oh, it's already issued. Okay, fine. I double clicked that thing. It's now issued now. So now basically, if I go and compare in the member parameters, right, circulation parameters, he was a general student and he was authorized to borrow only, general 5 books in the borrowing category, but we issued 7 or 8 books, right? So, okay. So answer, definitely you can use in this, but if there is overriding in the regular one itself, can we override? Can we set up a separate parameter by student itself?
Yeah.
That's probably something that need to be, that can be done if there are more colleges who want it. So right now, not many have asked, madam.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Yeah, I'll just note it, but I'll not yet create the request right now.
Okay.
Overriding member parameters. by student. Okay, fine. So next one, can we, this one, feedback form. So Priya share the feedback form, FDBK MEM. Okay, so good. So please, sound is not clear. Sorry, this is not sure. Okay, thank you, sir. Feedback form. So feedback. For staff also, we can create member ID in the same way or little bit less information, expiry date, joining date. Yeah, good question actually. So what we have done is that the membership screen is a master screen of all the information. So the membership, when you go, you can put very little information for the staff. If there nothing is applicable, let's say course branch is not applicable, you can leave them as blank or put it as general. But the same screen you use it. On the other hand, if there are more information related to that staff itself, so for that we have got a separate staff module. In that you can add more information. Those are already in like what is the experience, what is the classes you want to assign to them, staff report, where did they complete their graduation, all that thing. That's only applicable for the staff. That's separate. But general staff entry, the basic information you enter in the main screen itself. Okay. Hello. This is Krishna. Hello, Krishna from GSS Mysore. My question is, any provision is there to create a Meritorious card and literature card membership ID? Okay, that's a good question. So what you can do is, again, it's a very simple thing. Just go here in the menu itself, in the barcode ID, or you can go to the membership card. There you just simply create a Meritorious card. That's all. Let's create this card over here. So instead of the student ID card, right? So we had created student ID card. So let's call it as Meritorious and card, something like that. That you want to set it up. So go and add it. Okay, added. So now here instead of the library card, right? Let's see where there is a library card, something library rules. Okay, all right. So what you can do is here you can call it as a merit card. Okay, I'm just changing the call merit card. So, I think we have probably, while adding, we ended it multiple times. We have added, so that's why it's coming like this. Let's say merit card. I'll do it again here also. Modify. So now I modified it. Now I'll go here. I'll choose the merit card, Meritorious card. I'll put the same student ID. Okay. Now this merit card is generated for the student. And again, put your logo, merit card, like shield, something like that. The rules, whatever you want, you can do it. Okay. So is there a Meritorious card and literature card? Same thing, like literature card also you can print from that. Share feedback form. There is a Priya shared FD feedback, FDBK MEM. Okay. I am unable to hear today's presentation. So sad. Oh. Will you show once again self-entry by students? Okay, fine. I'll try that. So I did try earlier, so I'm not sure what is the mistake I did that it did not show it, did not save it. So I'll put the simple, okay, I'll leave rest of the blanks and say save it. Okay, number 24 came. I took it. So now I go here, more. one of the machines you can keep for the students to use that, use the machine and then enter it. So now I go here, member entry screen. Wherever you want to add the students, right? You choose the student. And here 24 you put. The student will come, sir, I want to get a library card. So 24. Everything came here, 24 came. You just choose what is the new number that you want to give. XYZ110 and say add it. And add should work. Oh, I don't know what did I do wrong time last time. So now it's added. So basically what did we do? We went to the self-entry screen. This screen we went, membership. Member entry screen. The student enters all the details. He will come to the library saying that, Madam, I have entered my membership information. Can you grant me a membership entry to the library? So you just go put for all the information, say add, that's it, he is added now, XYZ110. So now if you want to go here and then check, right? So all this XYZ110, he is already there now. Yeah, testing, that's it. Is all that will be available. And if you want, you can also log in. I don't know what the password that we put, but basically if it is same as member ID, he'll be able to log in. XYZ member screen, XYZ110. Right. Password is also same XYZ. Let's see whether the date is expiry date 2023. So now I'll go here. I'll log out and let me log in as XYZ110. XYZ110, XYZ110, library user. Now welcome testing. Now he is logged into the library. Yeah, that's it. He's just like a regular member now. Okay. If you want to issue the books to XYZ member, again, you just go here, circulation. So same, just like there is no difference between the membership of the students who you added and who entered self XYZ110. Issue the book. That's it, up and running. So the member is going to be up and running in this thing. So let me check whether we have enabled the email gateway or what. So anyway, so now a membership is issued successfully. The book is issued successfully. Okay. Okay, all right. I think that's about it. Let's see if there are any other questions that we have got. Oh, okay. So, yeah, madam, was it okay?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, it was good.
All right.
So, yeah, it was clear.
Certificate will be given to those give the feedback. Make sure to give the feedback. And next week, I'll just go over here what all we are going to cover. So this is configuring your web OPAC, right? Just the entire, this particular OPAC we are going to configure. We are going to add a lot of this explore. We are going to put a lot more enhancements. We are going to do a lot of changes to this useful links. We'll put totally new featured books. We'll change this. What are the numbers you want to show at the front? We'll add a lot more photographs here. This, by the way, this is our Bangalore team. Okay. And then we'll change the timing, library policies will change, a lot of things, you know, we'll put the teams. So just this page we are going to customize, and we are going to change here also. What are the some new things we are going to put here? So that's all part of the Monday's webinar. Okay. The next one is library data quality management. Okay. So now let's see where this is so important. If I just put a Google, if I do a Google of data quality management, see now how many hits you are going to get. 2,36,000. Oh no, 2,36,000 hits. So data quality management is a huge area. It starts as simple as spelling mistakes in the name. It could be the book is having the spelling mistakes. How do you fix it? What we are going to do in Easylib, we have to increase the data quality for entering the books. While adding the books, how we can improve the data quality of the books or the members. So, and some of the best practices, what need to be done, how the different organizations are doing. Because, you know, in a college, right, in a typical college, we have the library, which is one of the most automated entity, and then there is a college automation. But now in a large company, or let's say university you take, how many sources of data are there? There is an admission data. Then there is a department data. Each department maintains who has got admission to the university. Then the examination department maintains a data of who are our students who have appeared for the exam. Then there is the marks card generation is separately. Then there is the no due certificate is there. Then there is an alumni department. Now there are 6 or 7 departments, 6 or 7 places where somebody whose name can, let's say his name is Basavaraj. Some places it can be Basavaraj, some or somewhere it could, or let's say something which has got 2 names, Shankar Rao. Okay, some places it may be Shankar space Rao. Somewhere else it could be Shankara Rao, right? So SHANKARA space RAO. Somewhere else it could be Shankar Rao, all one word. And some other place it could be Shankar R dot, right? Somewhere else it could be R dot Shankar, right? So this is the same Shankar who has got different data in different places. How do we fix that? So we are going to go over that particular problem and how we can solve as a whole, as well as what we are doing in Easylib to help improve the data quality. Okay, so that is the second webinar that we are going to have it on next week. That's going to be on Wednesday. And Friday, as I explained earlier, this is the metrics. So metrics, right? When I go to Easylib and login, here you can see there is a Kpi Metrics. So let's say here the first one, Dr. Ranganathan dashboard. What do we mean by this? So Dr. Ranganathan has given 5 laws, right? Today, if you were to walk into your library, what score would he give? Okay, no, books are for use. How are you adhering to this? What is your score on that? What's your score for this particular law? We can definitely come up with your rules, come up with your own formula, and then define that in Easylib. And then every day when you log, you can simply log in and see, okay, how am I looking as per Dr. Ranganathan today? Okay, as per NAC dashboard, how am I looking? Suppose NAC dashboard says that the number of books in the library should be, let's say, 1 lakh. You got 93,000. That tells you a reminder that, okay, I have to buy another 6,300 books over here, right? So we will see different matrices. How do we create them? How do we group them together? And what is the significance of each of them? Let's say this is a balance scorecard. Many of you may not have heard of that. We'll cover that balance scorecard. There could be a balance scorecard as per the 6 Sigma. We will cover that. Then we will briefly go with the National Institute of Ranking Framework scorecard and the NAC dashboard. Okay, so those are all part of the next Friday's webinar. Hopefully, let's see the audio quality. I'm hoping it will be better that day. Not sure what is the reason, because it's the same headphones, same laptop, same. Not understanding why there is a problem. Anyway, so that's the technology. So we look forward to seeing you in the next webinar. Feel free to pose more and more questions and make it as interactive as possible. Thank you so much.
So there are some questions, sir.
Sure. I'll take it. I'll take them.
From.
Go ahead.
So like, how we come to know either students are update their information in member self format, either he generate member ID or not, please answer it.
Okay. See, it's like this, no? Students will not be able to generate their own member ID. They will only a temporary number. That 23, 24, 25, it will just keep giving one sequence number. And when it displays on the screen, right, they have to come and tell librarian, sir, I have entered all data. Okay. If you are okay to give the same number, whatever that one-up number as the membership, fine, generated by the same number. But usually colleges want to give a specific number in a certain format. So that format you add it and then give him the final membership number. Okay, how do we come to know either the students are updated their information in members self format, either he generated the members ID or not. Okay, okay, I see what you are saying. So maybe what you are saying is that whether, let me see if there is a screen on that front. So probably what you are asking is if there are total 24 students who are registered, but did not come and tell you that, okay, sir, I have registered here, give me a membership ID. So let me see if there is a screen on that. So far I did not see. If it is not, we will create that screen. Let's see here. Yeah, only one screen I see here, membership, the queue. Probably we need one more screen here. I'll take that as an enhancement request. Self-registered members waiting for regular cards. Okay, this is a great suggestion, Praveen. Definitely we'll add it as an enhancement, and then next time you use it, probably it should be there. Now it's July, right? Probably by August end it should be in. Okay, added this. Okay, next one, Priya.
So how long we can keep the member records for pass out students or left out staff? Is there any parameter?
Yeah, so that's an interesting question actually. See, the advantage of removing, okay, the answer is how long you can keep forever. There is no limit. Okay, so the question comes, how long you want to keep it? So my suggestion is that you just keep it for a long time, because the computer power is so high nowadays that even if you keep about 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 3 lakh members, right, it's not going to make much difference to the computer per se. Of course, if you are transacting a lot, then that's a different story. But the people who have been students at the college and then they have moved out, the data keeps building up. That's okay. It's not a big problem. You can keep it for a long time. And if you don't want to keep it for a long time, right, you have two options. One, either you mark them definitely as a suspended members and then keep it there. So that way they will not keep showing in every, when issuing the books by mistake also, you will not be able to issue the books to them. The second one is, if you want to totally clean it up, delete it. But you remember that the moment you delete, right, all their circulation history goes away. All their access history goes away. So if somebody, if you want to know how often this particular book was borrowed in last 10 years, and if it is borrowed by somebody who has left the college and you have deleted the data, right? So even that circulation record is also gone. Okay, at the max, you may have one record saying that, okay, this book was borrowed 25 times. You will not know who was it, who borrowed it, what category, grade student borrowed it, nothing, you will get it. So my recommendation is just keep it as is. Dilip Kul says, very nice session. Thank you. Feedback form. Krishna B, very nice session. Thank you, Mr. Krishna. Jai Shri KP, thank you. Very nice. Dr. Ajita Kumari says, thank you, ma'am. Manohar Manu, very nice session. Thank you, Manohar. Just Manohar, just make sure that you fill the feedback form. You will get the certificate. Okay.
Sir, I have one last question.
Yes, madam, definitely.
Sir, when we export the final degree students into the old students database, okay, then the active and the membership status, active and one more is there, what is it, sir?
Expiry date.
Expiry. So we should get only the active members data in the database, right?
Actually, what happens is that the entire data is retained in the database.
No, even if we transfer the data of the third year to the old students database, still it remains as active in 4.4 version, sir.
Oh, okay.
Status,
Now you can simply
I'm
mark
talking
all of
about
them
the status.
as
I'm talking about the status. Still it remains, even though we transfer the data of the final degree students who passed out from the from final year, when we transfer them their data into the old students database, later
when you
also
say
that
old
will be
students database, what are you doing?
No, final years after finishing their final degree. So second years we have to export it to the final degree status, right?
Correct.
First to second to third. So third years we have to export the data to the old students database.
Correct.
Old student, isn't it? So even though if we do like that, if at all we click on the particular student's data, in the status it shows as active. It shouldn't be like that, no. It should be.
So for that, right, what you want to do is,
that was there in the 4.4 version.
Correct. Let me, I think what you can do is, suppose these are all the MCA students here. Okay. Let me pick up this MCA and these all students who passed out now.
Passed out.
Okay. So now what we want to do is we want to make them as alumni. Is there any other course branch? Oh, profile you have to change. No, sorry, not here. One thing you can do is,
No, that is there, sir. Already in 4.4 it is there, old student. That is there,
yeah,
I don't know.
that
why
is also
you-
parameterized actually. There is nothing hard coded.
Yeah.
Okay. You can, two options you can do. This MCA, you can create one more course called MCA old students. Okay. But what you want to do is, let's say they are now no longer studying in the college now. If you put this none, you set the expiry date as so and so date. So when you promote, then only if you set the expiry date, already they are expiring on certain date, right? Then automatically their this is no longer.
No, sir. In
they will be able to
4.4
access
there
the
is a
books.
problem with this 4.4 version. There is a problem because still it, even after the transferring the data into the old students database also, it shows as active only. So when I take the report of the active students,
Correct.
generates the reports of the old students also. It shouldn't be like that, right?
So
Some
when you say
problem we
old
have.
student database, how you are doing that? Which screen you go to?
No, sir. Members only. First we are transferring. No.
Correct.
First
So,
we are transferring the final
are you
degree
promoting
students.
or changing the category, changing the profile? Maybe this is an interesting problem. So those who want to stay in the call, please stay. Otherwise, we are done with. Let me check if there are any other questions, madam. Then I'll go deeper into this.
It's okay.
One moment. So, Kavita says, nice session. Thank you. Nice. Teju says, thank you. Okay, great. So no other questions. So we'll continue on this, madam. So let me take one of the machines that has got. Let's see whether I have the machine available or not. Srujan. Let's see, 611. I need. Can you open 4.4? Okay, not possible here. Madam, this is a Mac, so I can't open the 4.4
We'll discuss
here.
later, no problem. We'll discuss later, sir, no problem.
Definitely, we'll take it offline and then. One thing, because I think what you can do is the profile, if you are changing into the old students, right? Automatically, it will not change the expiry date.
Yes,
what you would want to do is
automatic.
take those students, go to this member data sheet, import those students here, or simply what you can do is 06 BCA, let's say 06 BCB I put. Okay, that entire students, if at all they are there, they will be listed. Just change that expiry date to certain date. Okay, so maybe I'll do it over
Expiry
here.
date we give in the beginning only, no, sir. Expiry date we give in the beginning only. While
Which one,
generating
madam?
the data. Expiry data we give in the beginning only when they enter into the college.
Okay.
So 3 years expiry date also we will give, no.
Then
So
just
that is
change
not
the
the
status,
problem,
that's
sir.
all. Probably you want to just change the status.
No, that status why it shows active, that I wanted to know. It's okay, sir. We'll discuss it later, no problem.
No problem. So I'll let me, what I can do is 06 BM. Okay, let try this. 06 PM, right? So you go to members, mass update, data sheet, 06 BM, 06 BM 999 I put. Okay, all these came. Okay, all of them are, you want to move them to status as, that's it, suspended. Just updated, that's all. All of them now no longer can borrow the books. If you want to change the, anyway, you have done the expiry date earlier only when they got the admission, you put it, that's well and good. Or in case some people did not have that, you just update that expiry date also, that will be updated, that's it. So, yeah. Okay, madam, I think any further things, right? Probably we can take it online. Then
Yeah, sir, we'll take it later, no problem. Right. Thank you.
Okay, madam. Thank you so
Thanks a
much.
lot.
Yes, for making it interactive. Okay.
Yeah, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, sure. Nice session. Let's see.
Actually, the software is very good, and we are not using all the modules. That is the saddest part.
No.
Due to the lack of staff members,
Yes.
actually, the software is too good, sir.
Oh,
Congratulations
thank
to you.
Yes. I see many of our clients. Teju, I see she's from J College. Shailen Mallikarjun from GMC. Praveen from Kalburgi. Matesh, not sure from where. Brahman Sharmaji. Srikant. Shailendra from JSS. Uti. Nice to have so many of you. Thank you so much. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, sir.
If you have any questions or recommendations of the product,